Hello everyone, welcome to my channel for nursing exams learning. So today we will discuss a question related to endocarditis or infective endocarditis. Previous video we have discussed what is endocarditis and what are the management and how to teach the client upon discharge. So in this question we will see how the points that we have studied, how it is connected or how the options are connected with the points that we studied. We'll start with the question. The nurse is caring for a client with newly diagnosed infective endocarditis. Please try to understand the keywords while you are reading the questions. Okay. The nurse is caring for a client with newly diagnosed infective endocarditis. Which assessment finding by the nurse is the highest priority to report to the healthcare provider? So this is also a priority related question. Here they ask highest priority. So I said in the previous videos that whenever there is a question which will ask highest priority, the options that are given maybe all are the correct statements, maybe all are the correct answers. But compare with each other, one will be the highest point or the very serious problem or very serious complication. That is the one will take the priority and that should inform to the healthcare provider or that should read an immediate intervention. Is that clear? We'll see the options. Option 1, pain and pallor in one foot. Option 2, pain in both knees. Option 3, splinter hemorrhages in the nail buds. Option 4, temperature of 102.2 degree Fahrenheit. So what do you think? Based on the topic or the knowledge that we have, which could be the very serious problem or which require a highest intervention or priority intervention? We have already studied that the client who is diagnosed with infective endocarditis have a classic symptom of splinter hemorrhage. We studied that in the picture also we saw that. Because that will, it is because of the problem with the small capillaries. So the splinter hemorrhage is an expected normal clinical feature of infective endocarditis. So that one already the doctor knows as well as the nurse knows, because based on those symptoms only the client is diagnosed as acute infective endocarditis. So that one no need to inform again and need any further intervention. So once they will diagnose, the antibiotic is started. Once the antibiotic start show its therapeutic effect, this will decrease or this will resolve. So we will eliminate option 3. Then the next option is a temperature of 102.2 degree Fahrenheit. The main first feature, clinical feature that we studied for infective endocarditis, that is fever. So it is unexpected. It might be last for 2 or 3 days even after starting the antibiotic therapy. The antibiotic for infective endocarditis or endocarditis is usually for 4 to 6 weeks. And the client also will get the instruction about the side effects and about the antibiotic therapy. So this fever will persist after 5 or 6 days of initiation of the course of antibiotics. So that is also an expected finding. That will resolve. Then another point is that pain in both knees. Arthralgia or arthritic pain, that is also a clinical feature that is related with the infective endocarditis, and that is not much priority when we are comparing with which one? Option 1, pain and pallor in one foot. Why? We have studied some points related to infective endocarditis. We said that it is an inflammation of the inner layer of the hearts and valves. So when the inflammation of the valves will occur, there will be a chance of break of the emboli, and that will move to and or reach to some other organs. So when this emboli will reach to other organs, what will happen? Definitely it will create some life-threatening complications. So here you can see some of those complications. First one is stroke, paralysis in one side, and another one is that spinal cord ischemia, paralysis of both legs. Then sometimes if it will go to the legs, it may be lead to the ischemia to the extremities. That is the symptoms. It will show pain, pallor and cold foot or arm. So that is the symptom they show in option 1, which means this is going to a complication situation. So this is a complication which requires highest priority compared to all other 3 options given in the question. And another one point also, complication also, is that splenic infarction, which means when the client will say, or when we will assess and find that the client have a left upper quadrant pain, that is a symptom that indicates the client is going to have a splenic infarction. That is also a complication, a life-threatening complication of this endocarditis. So these points we should keep in our mind. Then we can easily find out the answer. If we will see any of such life-threatening complications or the features of such life-threatening complication, we should immediately inform to the doctor. That is the question asked, which require a priority intervention, or which is the highest priority finding that should immediately inform to the doctor. Does that clear why we choose option 2 and why we choose option 1 and why other options are wrong? Hope it's clear to you. Please study these points, these life-threatening points and its features, because this is very important. Some questions are coming in such a way, so you might get confusion if you don't have a clear idea. So bye for today and study well. Hope we will discuss some other topics related to maybe cardiovascular or child health on the coming videos. So wish you all the best. Bye bye.